Good morning, my rogue readers. My name is Erin Rogoff, and welcome back to my booktube channel. I haven't done a book haul video in a few months, and really, when was the last time I did one? So I felt like doing one this month. So let's jump right into my September 2021 book haul. The first book that I have bought this September is Sweet Cruelty by Zoe Blake. This is a dark romance mafia love story, and it is book one of the Ruthless Obsession series. It's about this girl who makes an innocent mistake by knocking on the wrong door, the male anti-hero. If he were a better man, he would have let her go, but he isn't. He claimed this girl as his own, and it should have been enough, but it wasn't. And he craved her, and he became obsessed with her, and saw her as the only light that he had in his dark world. So since he's a Russian arms dealer and has no business pursuing a naive art student, he decides to break all the rules and bring her into his world, whether she likes it or not. He is under the impression that this girl is his and he is claiming her. Why am I intrigued with this book? I am very into dark romances right now, and mafia love stories are just the icing on the cake, and Zoe Blake's dark romance novels fit my latest obsession, so I need to read basically everything that she has ever written. That is now my goal for the incoming year, is to buy and read every single one of her books. Also, I finished reading Zoe Blake's Savage Vow a few weeks ago, and I fell in love with her work, so when I saw this book was advertised for $2 online, I saw the opportunity to buy this book immediately, and I have not looked back because I am enjoying this book so much. The next book that we shall discuss is The Haunting of Lee Harker by Darcy Coates. Now, if you have seen my YouTube channel in the past few months, you will know that I am obsessed with Darcy Coates' books, and I now have every single book that she has ever written. The Haunting of Lee Harker is a standalone fiction horror novel, and it's about this woman who is named Lee Harker, who lives in a quiet little suburbia in a safe place until things suddenly changed after 10 years. Curtains open by themselves, radios turn on and off, dark figures lurk in the shadows of Lee's bedroom, and she is pushed to her limits, but she refuses to leave her house. And so while Lee struggles to find answers, which bring her even closer to something even more terrifying than she has ever imagined, a shadow figure lingers near the locked door beneath the staircase. The hand rattles throughout the night and fingernails scratch on the wood. So Lee's home now becomes a deadly and dangerous, secretive place of mystery, and she fears that she will never be able to escape. Why am I intrigued with this book? Again, Darcy Coates is one of my favorite authors of all time, and I have never been disappointed by any of her books, so I am very excited to read this book as well. Also, I get the feeling that Lee Harker is actually agoraphobic, which is the fear of being outside your own house. And I haven't read any books with an agoraphobic lead character, so no spoilers about the book, but I would like to know if you know that Lee Harker is or is not agoraphobic. Please comment below and it will be greatly appreciated. The next book, which I am already halfway through, is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This is a young adult sci-fi dystopian adventure novel, and it is book one of the Chaos Walking trilogy, of which I have all the books. It's about this boy named Todd Hewitt, who is the only boy in a town of men. Ever since the people in town were infected with the noise germ, Todd can hear everything every one of the men think, and they can hear everything that he thinks. Todd knows that there are secrets that the men hide from him, and something is extremely awful and dark that causes Todd and his talking dog, Manchi, to flee. Now, the men go after him, and Todd and Manchi meet a silent creature, a young girl around the same age as Todd. Who is she, and why wasn't she killed by the noise germ like all the other females of the New World? With Todd as the narrator, readers are promised a white-knuckle journey about a young man unlearning everything he knows to find out who he truly is. And I have to say that is a fact, and I am one of these people who is a huge fan of this book no matter what. Why am I intrigued with this book? I bought the novellas for the Chaos Walking series on my Kindle, and I read them without context, so I was totally confused, but also intrigued, so I bought all the books in the series, and I have not looked back. I also hear that this book is like a dystopian southern cult with religious fanatics, and a young boy seeking answers for himself, so I want to see what all the hype is, including this series, and I am not left disappointed. This series is so cool. The next book that I shall discuss is The Ask and the Answer, also by Patrick Ness. This is another book in the Chaos Walking series, and fleeing from a relentless army, Todd carries a desperately wounded Viola right into the hands of their worst enemy, Mayor Prentice. Separated from Viola and imprisoned, Todd is forced to learn the ways of their mayor's new order. However, what secrets hide just outside of town? Where is Viola, and is she still alive? And who are these mysterious people called The Answer? And when a bomb explodes one day, there are more mysterious questions than actual answers in this new world. And concluding the trilogy of the Chaos Walking series, we have Monsters of Men, another book by Patrick Ness, and with a world-ending war happening, Todd and Viola must make monstrous decisions. The Spackle, thinking and acting as a single unit, kinda like the Borg from Star Trek The Next Generation, human leaders defend themselves as a group of New World settlers make themselves known, and as the noise makes every single thought known, people are extremely overwhelmed, and the questions on everyone's lips include, do we follow a tyrant or a terrorist? Do we save the one we love most, or do we save 1,000 strangers? And do we believe in redemption or assume that all is lost? Becoming adults amid the chaos, Todd and Viola question everything that they have ever known. The next book that I would like to discuss is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I have had several books by Laini Taylor, and I have enjoyed them all, so getting this book was no question. I had to get it when I saw it, and it was actually the last copy in the bookstore that I frequent, so it was really cool. With Strange the Dreamer, it is a young adult fantasy novel, and it is book one of the Strange the Dreamer series. And the dream chooses the dreamer, not the other way around. Laszlo Strange, an orphan and junior librarian, has always feared his dream chose poorly. Since he was 5 years old, he has been obsessed with the mythical city of Weep. When the stunning opportunity reveals itself in the form of a hero called the Godslayer and a band of legendary warriors, he has the chance to go with them or lose his dream forever. However, there are several questions that he does have. What happened in Weep 200 years ago that cut off all contact from the rest of the world? What did the Godslayer slay that went by the name of God? And what is the mysterious problem that he keeps seeking help in solving? Why am I intrigued with this book? Again, I have several other books by Laini Taylor, so getting another one was absolutely no option, because I have been highly entertained by every single book that Laini Taylor has written. There is almost no book of hers that I do not like, so getting this series was awesome. And dreams are also very important to me. They're a part of my inspiration for several short stories that I have written, so I was drawn to this book a long time before I even decided to buy the book from the bookstore in my hometown just a few days ago. Another book that I shall discuss is Rough Love by Summer Cooper and Sienna Chance. This is a dark romantic fiction novel, and it is book 3 of the Screaming Demons MC New Territory series, and yes, that is a mouthful. Sage will always love Laura, and when she died, he fought for years to keep her alive in his memory, believing that no one is truly dead as long as we remember them. and when Sage meets Mia, he has found love again. However, even though he doesn't want to lose it, and he wants to move on and let Laura go, his past can't really stay in the past, so he wonders how he can let go and move on with this new romance in his life. Why am I intrigued with this book? Dark romance is my latest obsession, and the darker, the steamier, the sexier, the kinkier, the better. So if you have any dark romance book recommendations for me, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to read everything I can get my hands on. Also, I will make a confession here that it took me a long time to realize that MC stood for Motorcycle Club. And I have read a few biker romances before, but I just have a feeling that this one will be a bit different than, say, Welcome to the Dark Side by Gianna Darling, which is another book I recommend. But anyway, concluding our entire book haul video, we have Rampage by D.M. Burns. This is another dark romance novel, of course, and it is book 4 in the Ruthless Tendencies series. I did not know that there were 3 books preceding this one. However, I saw it for $1.50 online, so I bought the newest copy, which is absolutely perfect, and I just love staring at the title page, the cover art. It's supposed to be a double rhinoceros thing. It's just very interesting to me. I'm not sure why, but I was definitely drawn to this book, so yay. This book is told in 2 different point of views: Lena Avery Carter and Rampage Slade Kyle Carter. That is also a mouthful. Lena knew she was in deep when the words pretty girl came from his lips. The more he pushed, the more she pulled, and she fell deeper into the rabbit hole with a kiss and Summer's End and 3 events that changed everything. Now, a decade later, Kyle Carter is a billionaire and has that playboy face. He is calm, calculated, cruel, and he is total composed chaos. He is Kyle Carter, the capo of chaos, known as the Kingpin Carter, or even Capone Carter. He's always calm, cool, level-headed, and collected, but with Lena so close to him, he is losing control. Moving on to why am I intrigued with this book. Again, the price was spectacular, and it was practically a steal. Yes, I hope you know I am joking. Also, I have a feeling that Rampage Slade Kyle Carter will be my next book boyfriend, because at first glance, he appears to be everything I like in a man. Tall, dark, handsome. Any tattoos? Calm, level-headed, reserved, protective, and intimidating to those who cross him. And yes, I will admit that is a huge plus when I am dating someone I like. Anyway, I'm gonna go get reading right now because the reading bug has hit me and I will answer its call. Hit that like button to show some support. Subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this. Turn on those notifications to be notified when I have a brand new video uploaded. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.